Hi, I'm Joe Dalton. Welcome to Big Twang. In the following lessons, we'll work through 5 grooves covering different aspects of electric country guitar, including western swing, country rock, chicken pickin', banjo rolls, and imitation pedal steel sounds. For each groove, I'll perform a solo chorus, an extended solo, a rhythm chorus, and an extended rhythm chorus. Following each of the performances, I'll give you a breakdown of exactly what I was doing and some tips for practicing these essential techniques. I'll talk about right and left hand techniques, pick and finger style, bends, double stops, pull-offs, hammer-ons, and slides. There's also suggested listening, and make sure you work with the notation, tab, and rhythm tracks that I've provided for your practice sessions. This course is designed to give you all the tools you'll need to become a proficient twang guitarist. I'd like to take some time discussing practice techniques and warming up. Now, how to practice. You should practice slowly. Don't go rushing through things. When you're playing something quickly and it's got a little mistake to it, I call it a hitch in the playing. You're playing something a little too fast. If you keep repeating it, thinking, well, this is going to get better, you're actually practicing the mistake. You're going to get better at playing the mistake. So slow it down to a speed you can actually play it, and then start speeding it up. Now sometimes I'll use a metronome. What's cool about the digital metronomes is you could set it for 120 beats per minute. And when you go to 121, you hardly notice the difference. You're actually speeding it up slowly. So that's a good tool to have too. It's good to have a metronome. Practice things slowly and then use the repetitions. Now when you're practicing something, one of these pieces, you might go measure by measure. Work on the first measure. Get it together slowly. Work on the second measure. Get the transition. You don't want to just know the first measure and not be able to get into the second measure. So play the first measure, then practice first and second together. Once you got it, put it aside. Go to the third measure. Start there. Work on the third and the fourth, the same way you did the first and the second. Then put them together, then put all 4 together. If you always go back to the beginning of the piece, you're going to get great at the beginning. It's going to be really smooth, and the end is always going to be a problem. So work on things that way. Set realistic daily goals. You don't want to say, hey, I'm going to be able to get through this whole piece today and then be disappointed. Get a couple of measures. The next day you get a couple more. You'll feel good about it, and by the end of the week, you're going to be in great shape. Let's talk about warming up. Some of these things we're doing are a little bit taxing on the left hand especially. What I like to do is this simple exercise where I'm playing 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6. And that's the warm-up. It's in the tab. You hardly see my fingers moving. That's because my fingers are very close to the fretboard. Don't let them come flying off. If your fingers are coming flying off, it probably means you've let your hand move out. This should be parallel with the neck. Okay, so keep your hand in, and as you go down and you pick them up, keep your fingers close to the fretboard. So keep an eye on that. Work on it slowly. When I first started doing this, I would play the first note, my fingers come flying up. I'd bring them down. Hit the second note, they'd come flying up again. That's how I realized my hand was opening up. Once I kept it down, it was easier, but I still had to go slowly and make sure I kept my fingers close. So I play that exercise 4 times on each string. Keep your fingers close, keep your pick close. I'm using down, up, and the pick, I'll exaggerate, doesn't come flying way out here. Very close to the string, so you'll hardly see any movement. That's where I get my smoothness from. You're also going to need a stretching exercise. This is tabbed out for you. And what I'm playing is 12 on the first string, 13 on the second string, 14 on the third string, and 15 on the fourth string. I'll pick up, 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 down. Then I'll pull the index finger back 1 fret and do the same thing. Then the middle finger. And then the ring finger. And then the pinky. And I'll go all the way down. All the way down, as far as you can go. Don't hurt yourself, okay? Do a little bit of this. When you get way down here, the frets are pretty far apart. I wouldn't do that in the first couple of days. Maybe go down to the 8th or something like that. Definitely keep your hand in the proper position all the time. Keep your thumb behind the neck, especially when you're doing one of these stretches. Sometimes when I'm doing bends, I have to bring my thumb up for a little bit of leverage when I'm pulling down on a string. And you'll see that, in the video. Well, have fun with it. Good luck. This Western swing groove is in the key of F. There's some chromatic passing tones and a flatted third barred from the blues scale. Use a light jazzy touch for the right hand. I recommend listening to really get the feel of a style, so check out recordings by Bob Wills and the Texas Playboys, and Liam McCullough for the old-timers, and Asleep at the Wheel and Roger Brown for some of the newer artists.